Hello, and welcome to the B.A.S.S, Big and Small Screens. This week, I would like to talk to you about an anime, Hell Girl. Now, this wonderful little gem, it's not for everyone. I will say that right out front. This anime is not for everyone because it can be a little dark and a little grim and a little depressing because a lot of it focuses on the dark side of humanity, the negative aspects of society in general, specifically Japanese society because that's where all this is taking place, but society and humanity in general. It focuses on those negatives quite a lot. Um, because what's it about? Well, let me just first lay this out. You've got this wonderful young lady here. That's both her, the same character, just wearing different outfits on the cover here. That is Hell Girl. Uh, there is a website that she runs. She's like a demon spirit something, not sure. But she runs a website called Hell Correspondence. Um, it's only active at midnight, I believe, and it's only active for like a minute at midnight, the stroke of midnight, that 1 minute, I think. Uh, and if you go on there and you put in somebody's name on that website, uh, Hellgirl will show up and give you a little straw doll with a red string tied around it. All you have to do in order to send the person whose name you put on this website to hell is pull that string. You have to make that conscious decision and pull that string. And once you pull that string off that doll, that person gets sent directly to hell, and your soul is cursed to go to hell when you die. Because as Hellgirl says, when you go looking for revenge, dig two graves. Uh, so yes, it's one of those things where you have to ask, is it worth it to curse another person to get that revenge now for and have that promise of eternal torment later? That's a question that hangs over the whole series. Now, Hellgirl has uh, there's this old mysterious, almost like a spider demon type woman called Grandma that exists in the Hell world. But then she's got three people that help her. There's this beautiful woman who seems to be almost kind of a skeleton, maybe in a way. There's a rather pretty boyish young man, and then there's this old man as well. And they each have very specific forms when they're in their demon forms. They tend to do a lot of the reconnaissance and keeping an eye on things before the string is pulled. And the string does get pulled pretty much at the end of every episode because each episode is different. There's a different group of characters. One of those characters is usually being tormented in some manner or another, and they make a deal with the Hell Girl. They get given the doll, and then they don't pull it right away because they try and after realizing they're going to go to hell, it's one of those things where they hesitate and they try and work through it, and then usually the torment gets a little worse to the point where they can't take it anymore. Pull the string, then the bad person tends to go to hell, ushered in by these wonderful people and the wonderful Hell Girl and her peeps. All this happens, and it isn't until later on in the episode, like a good or the series, like a good I think 10, maybe 13 episodes in, uh, before they start getting these reoccurring characters, a father and a daughter who end up going looking, uh, searching into these stories of the Hell Girl and kind of starting to compile this running theme of where she came from and try and find out, is she actually real? And it ends up going. There's a second season to this. This is only the first season. I haven't actually seen the second season yet. Working on that, but the first season is really quite good. As I said, it's kind of grim, kind of dark, and depressing. Uh, unless you want to power through it all in one sitting, which you can do. There's only 26 episodes. Uh, they're each about a half hour long, as per anime standards. So that's only about 13 hours. You could easily power through this in a day if you wanted to binge watch it. And that might be one of the best ways to watch it. Get it all through in a day, and then you're like, oh, I'm done. Finally, I'm going to go eat ice cream and watch a happy movie now. Or maybe go out on spend time with my friends. Stuff like that. But it's worth it because of the questions that it tends to pop up, that do you is revenge really something that can make your life better? Because in a lot of cases, once the revenge is gotten, the person who has the mark on them, that their soul is now going to hell when they die, um, their life seems to get better after their tormentor is out of the picture. But there's always that lingering question, is it really, or does it only seem better because that torment is no longer happening? It brings that existential stuff into things, and I really quite like that in terms of my animes sometimes. So yes, this week I recommend Hellgirl uh, for your viewing pleasure. Also, as always, if you like what I'm doing, please give that like button a tap. Give that subscribe button a tap if you haven't already, so you can be kept alerted for any new episodes I put out of the base or any of my other shows. And also, don't forget to drop some comments in the comment section. Have you seen Hellgirl? Have you seen Hellgirl 2, the sequel season? Did you like it? Did you like the first one? What do you think of the characters? What do you think of dark and depressing animes? Please get a discussion going. I'd love to talk with some of you. So yes, please do all that, and maybe give Hellgirl a look-see if you can find it. Uh, it's definitely worth the time to watch it. But like I said, be warned, it's not for everyone. It definitely is for me, though. And I like that kind of thing every now and then. So, yes, until next time, my friends. Until next time, I will see you all around.